So did you go on or did you not?
No, I didn't. I'm an older person who's been a season ticket holder for a long time. I saw, as we were approaching the end of the game, stewards all around the perimeter of the pitch, and I thought, I wonder if this will be different today. But as soon as the final whistle went, it was mayhem. The massive invasion that you saw on television, the stewards may as well have been traffic cones. They're all pointless. And I thought, no, this is nonsense. What a nonsense it's going to be. An hour before they clear this pitch, all these people should be arrested in theory. And it just ruined the day for me. I went home, didn't see the presentation.
Oh, Alan, I'm sorry to hear that. But it ruined your day. The big day, of course, for every City fan worldwide, and your day was ruined.
I was just hoping they would behave, not go on the pitch and let the presentation take place shortly, But I thought, oh no, I can't bear to watch all these morons just running about stupidly. Words fail me. They fail me.
I mean, they're all easily identifiable. Alan, what would you want the club to do about it?
Well, I'm not too worried about retrospective punishments because I feel the club should do more to prevent it. Prevention is the key. And I feel that they should invest in policing it properly.
Yes.
And get policemen in, perhaps with riot gear.
Alan Simon's beside me nodding in agreement.
Well, he's right, isn't he? And the danger is, when you move into a certain age bracket, if you don't voice an opinion that people like of a different age bracket, you're a dinosaur. Right? Yeah. Common sense is common sense. Emotion is a fundamental part of football. No one is denying the emotion. But why do people need to run on a pitch? This is not about running. This is not about supporting your club. This is about taking pictures of yourself. This is about doing precisely what you want to do with a sense of entitlement. That's got nothing to do with celebrating Man City. Man City have won 3 Premier Leagues previous to the one they won yesterday over the last 4 years. They're acclimatised to it. Why do you need to run on a pitch and make it about you rather than about the club and its achievements?
When you break it down, it's actually illogical. Because one of the things that fans and players love to do is celebrate together moments of, success. And what you're doing is you're depriving each other of that by players having to scurry off the pitch with 3-4 security guards either side of them. So, Kevin De Bruyne are trying to get off the pitch. It's like, it's not...
Why do you want to be part of an invasion?
We're
watching the world now go, different comparison by all means and much more important. We're all vilifying Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Why would you want to be an invader of your football club?
Yeah.
Why would you want to be part of that? Because I can only assume you're a bit feeble-minded.
But you're not wrong to throw up the comparison, Simon. You're told not to do it. It's against the rules, and yet you do it.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, mate. I'm good. Same question. What did you make of the scenes at the Etihad?
There's only one way to deal with this. Play behind closed doors. No, not one game. 3 games. If it happens again, 5 games. Okay, everyone suffers, but you've got to be cool to be kind. You have to stop this. It's unfair. Young kids there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Tony, do you think fans are bothered about potential punishments, though? Because they know they're probably not going to be put into place.
No, but that's the punishment you've got to give it. I'm sorry. It's like I say, you've got to be cool to be kind. But people, you've got innocent people, Vieira getting kicked, that lad getting headbutted the other day. What's going on? When I crunched at the table, right, my father was in the Marines. If I crunched my food in what I call jam, he'd hit me with a spoon. On the hand.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to do that.
Yeah.
So you've got to have rules. Have rules. Close the gates. I'm sorry.
Tony, what do you make of the image of fans of a club like Manchester City clambering all over their own crossbar of their goal and bringing it and snapping it and bringing it to the ground? Their crossbar at their ground.
Well, it's prehistoric. We're going back to Wembley, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
People, I don't know where these people, what's in their mind or what the mindset is. I mean, Roy Keane said, he called them something the other day. I don't want to be rude about other fans, but it's got to stop. We're not going to stop it unless you close the gates. Don't let them in.
Okay.
For 3 games, you're not going to come in. I'm sorry.
Tony, thanks for the call. We appreciate it. Thank you very much indeed. Still, no one bringing themselves to give us a call who actually went on the field of play yesterday when they were told not to do it.
Jim,
still no one strangely prepared to do it.
The best scenes I've seen on television this morning and I saw last night was the Leeds players celebrating with the fans in the corner of the stadium.
Yeah.
Granted, it's away from home, but they could have easily ran on the pitch. They didn't, right?
That's a good point. The players went to them.
Yeah. So, But those pictures and those memories...
Yeah.
For those young kids in the Leeds bit and the Leeds players, that's the bit you remember. You don't remember being claustrophobic around hundreds of supporters.
But the messaging's all wrong. The Premier League need to come out and impart wisdom about what their view on it is. The media that can quite happily put monikers up during other parts of societal issues should be vilifying it, not celebrating it, as certain sections of the media have. The club should make definitive statements, far more compelling statements than they are.
What about the FA?
Well, the Premier League should be... It's a Premier League game.
Yeah.
Right, so it's the Premier League's responsibility.
Masters was at the Etihad yesterday. We should have heard from him.
So with that in mind...
FA would dish out punishments, though, no?
Well, yes, I suppose you're right in that instance, but really the Premier League should be able to regulate its own house. The Premier League should be saying to its clubs, be clear in your mind, right? If your fans invade this pitch, and this is the step I wouldn't want to take, but it feels it's going to be a necessary step to take, you are going to be sanctioned. And then all of your fans are going to be sanctioned. So over to you to police it properly.
Yeah.
And if you've policed it properly, you'll still get people on the pitch, but they won't be like that. There'll be the exceptions, and there'll be the ones breaking through police cordons.
A message from Matt Simon. Why don't the fans simply wait for the street parade to celebrate instead of going on the pitch? You know there's going to be a parade of the trophy. Why don't you just wait for that as opposed to going on early? Mark's a Liverpool fan. Mark, earlier on, good morning to you. I was asking, is it well nigh impossible for other clubs to close the gap on City and Liverpool? What's your take on that?
Morning, guys. Great show as normal. Great show.
Thank you, Mark.
No, if I'm honest with you, as long as Pep Guardiola's here and Jurgen Klopp's here, I don't really think there's any manager that could come in and overcrown them two managers at the moment. I don't think there's any other manager in the world that could do a better job in the Premier League than them two.
So you don't think any other club's going to get in about the big two, say, in the near future, in the next 2-3 years?
I don't think so. And just on the pitch invasions, I think that if the clubs that have the pitch invasions should be getting the points deducted, and maybe that will stop the fans.
Okay, Mark, listen, thanks for that. Tommy's a Chelsea fan who's been waiting very patiently. Good morning to you, Tommy. What's your take on this? What about your club? Are you going to get in about City and Liverpool in future weeks? Hello, months?
Guys, you're all right.
Morning, mate.
The show's going well as usual. I listen to you every day.
Thanks,
I just wanted to call up and say to you, really, I think there's only two teams which could possibly push into that top two. I reckon Chelsea, if we get the right signings and we get the right players out, which we can all agree there's some players that need to go. Some people don't really want to be there, i.e. Christensen's going. I think Aspi, at some point he needs to go, he's getting on a bit. And I reckon, to be fair, we finished third and we've played bang average all seasons. If we actually play well, we could possibly compete.
Yeah.
And I also think, I don't know if everyone will agree with this, and it pains me to say, because obviously I'm a Chelsea fan, but I think you see the way Spurs have been playing recently. I think if Conte, 2 transfer windows, gets the right players in and keeps Kane and Son, they could seriously push up there.
It's a good point, Tommy. I don't think he's wrong in that, Simon. Tommy, it's a good point. Do you think, Simon?
Yeah, I do.
Conte gets his way.
It all depends what Spurs... I mean, they should be prepared to support him. I think it's laughable that Conte trots out this notion that he wasn't bought to get him in the Champions League, and if everyone ever thought that he was going to get there, they should have banged their heads. He was bought to get him in the Champions League. But they look... I mean, you can't draw any information from playing against Norwich last game of the season.
Yeah.
But they look like they're in gear now, and he looks like he's got the bit between his teeth.
Yes.
The problem he's got, of course, is that bringing the type of players in to try and compete with Liverpool's is very difficult because you're trying to entice them to a team that doesn't have success.
Champions League, same as Liverpool.
Doesn't pay the same money.
Well, that will have to change to some extent.
Okay, but those who went on the pitch at the Etihad, funnily enough, strange that, seemingly they don't want to talk about it. Wonder why that is. Give us a call if you did it. Why did you do it? Going up to 11:15.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.